Fast Eddie Chambers, and I want to give you guys the biggest opportunity to grab my courses for the biggest sales event that I've ever done. Many of you may know that I've been selling courses for many years now, and I've sold them for as high as $300 a pop. I got 16 courses that teach you everything from the beginning stages of boxing, defense, counter punches, angles, how to fight on the inside, how to fight on the outside, 150 different combinations that you can throw, the shoulder roll, Philly shell defense, how to shadow box, conditioning. I've done it all, and now I want to give it to you guys at the best deal that I've ever given it. Last year, I went ahead and did 90% off, but guess what? For the people who act now, who act before Black Friday, I want to give you an early bird special. So you can go ahead and you can get all 16 courses for only $297. That's right, only $297. Now, that's only for the first 10 people who act. Now, don't worry, if you're not part of that first 10 people, you're still going to get a Black Friday sale. You're just not going to get it for $297, okay? So go ahead, act now, because 10 is real easy to sell, and I'm going to sell those quick. And if you're seeing this commercial, that means the sale is still active. So you already know, guys, go to CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. Boxing Life. What's going on? It's your boy, Coach Anthony, and of course, none other than world-class professional Fast Eddie Chambers. And I want to give you guys the biggest opportunity to grab my courses for the biggest sales event that I've ever done. Many of you may know that I've been selling courses for many years now, and I've sold them for as high as $300 a pop. I got 16 courses that teach you everything from the beginning stages of boxing, defense, counter punches, angles, how to fight on the inside, how to fight on the outside, 150 different combinations that you can throw, the shoulder roll, Philly shell defense, how to shadow box, conditioning. I've done it all, and now I want to give it to you guys at the best deal that I've ever given it. Last year, I went ahead and did 90% off, but guess what? For the people who act now, who act before Black Friday, I want to give you an early bird special. So you can go ahead and you can get all 16 courses for only $297. That's right, only $297. Now, that's only for the first 10 people who act. Now, don't worry, if you're not part of that first 10 people, you're still going to get a Black Friday sale. You're just not going to get it for $297, okay? So go ahead, act now, because 10 is real easy to sell, and I'm going to sell those quick. And if you're seeing this commercial, that means the sale is still active. So you already know, guys, go to CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. Boxing Life. What's going on? It's your boy, Coach Anthony, and of course, none other than world-class professional Fast Eddie Chambers. And I want to give you guys the biggest opportunity to grab my courses for the biggest sales event that I've ever done. Many of you may know that I've been selling courses for many years now, and I've sold them for as high as $300 a pop. I got 16 courses that teach you everything from the beginning stages of boxing, defense, counter punches, angles, how to fight on the inside, how to fight on the outside, 150 different combinations that you can throw, the shoulder roll, Philly shell defense, how to shadow box, conditioning. I've done it all, and now I want to give it to you guys at the best deal that I've ever given it. Last year, I went ahead and did 90% off, but guess what? For the people who act now, who act before Black Friday, I want to give you an early bird special. So you can go ahead and you can get all 16 courses for only $297. That's right, only $297. Now, that's only for the first 10 people who act. Now, don't worry, if you're not part of that first 10 people, you're still going to get a Black Friday sale. You're just not going to get it for $297, okay? So go ahead, act now, because 10 is real easy to sell, and I'm going to sell those quick. And if you're seeing this commercial, that means the sale is still active. So you already know, guys, go to CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. Boxing Life.
Yo. So, man. I messed up yesterday. So we went live yesterday on YouTube. And that's where I got most of the people who watch my live streams. We got something called No Days Off November. We were doing a film study. Shakur Stevenson fights this weekend. He fights tomorrow. My fault. He fights tomorrow, right? Is it tomorrow? Somebody in here? What's today? Oh, today's Tuesday. He fights Thursday. So we were checking out his opponent, me and Eddie Chambers. And next thing you know, boom, the live gets cut off. In the live getting cut off, I get an email. The email basically says I cannot go live on YouTube for a week. Can't post, can't do anything. If it happens 2 more times, I'm basically banned for life. They can erase the channel completely. And it's crazy because I built up my channel to almost 275,000 subscribers. So over the years, I've put out a bunch of content, a bunch of really, detailed content, teaching boxing, live streams, everything. And it shows you how quick it can all get taken away. I could have easily not went live today, but I said to myself, you know what? I have to make sure that I keep my word. Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to see my live stream because a lot of people might not be aware because the live stream got taken down completely. So it's not like they seen that it got taken down and they watched it late. A lot of people who watch my live streams don't watch it live. As many people who can show up live at 10 p.m. Eastern time will show up. But again, a lot of people watching in the UK in the morning and different times. So a lot of people probably don't know. There's probably a lot of people out there like, yo, what happened to Coach Ant? How come he didn't go live today, man? He said he would take it, every single day. But hopefully they'll figure it out, man. That's why it's also important for you guys to have my phone number, 215-709-5437 for anybody out there who's watching this live or late. This is a good way. This is a good way for you to know what's going on, just in case something like that happens. You know what I'm saying? We got a few people in here, though, man. A few people in here. Hello. What's going on, Noah, man? I appreciate you showing up, man. There's only a couple of us in here, man, but that's all good. For the people who's in here, I want to say thank you for showing up. And if you have any questions, if there's any way I can help you, Eddie Chambers will be getting on here also. So we'll take this as an opportunity for me to really focus on you. So the fact that there's only a few people in here makes it a lot easier for me to answer your questions. If you want to go ahead, I can send you a link. I can talk to you personally, answer your questions. Hey, man, just for you showing up, man, I'm just happy for that. Okay, we got Rochelle Miller. How you doing, Rochelle? Are you a boxing fan, Rochelle? How are you? What do you do? Are you a fighter? Talk to me. We got Just a Reflection, Salute Fight Family. What's going on, brother? I appreciate you pulling up, man. You know what I mean? Under the circumstances. I appreciate that. I'm here for it, my guys. Salute to you. Keep going. You know we're not going to stop, champ. You know we're not going to stop. You know what I mean? Listen, it's just a little hiccup in the road. But those who know that I still kept my word. And that's all that's important to me, that the people who's close understand that I keep my word. One thing about me is if I say something when it comes in regards to business or boxing, you know what I mean? I stick to my word, you know what I mean? So as far as that goes, you know what I mean? I'm just here to show my face. Eddie will be on here in a few minutes. Again, this is an opportunity, though, since we have a small group today. It's a good opportunity for you guys to go ahead, chime in. If there's anything you want to ask me, if you wanted to go ahead and pick my brain about anything, now's the perfect time while we have a small group like this. Is a 76.5-inch reach long? You know, that's a good question. I never really paid attention to reaches, man. When Eddie gets on, we're going to ask him. Understandable respect, man. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. You know what I mean? We just here, man. We just here. Eddie will be here in a few minutes. We're going to have a nice little conversation. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. DT, Granny Drummer. What's the DT stand for, Granny Drummer? How come it's not GD? DT in the house, man. Always showing support. Grabbed all my courses. Part of the community. Text messages me. Supports constantly. Man, your support does not go unnoticed, Granny. I appreciate that, man. Y'all don't even understand. This lady has been so supportive of me since day one, man. I want to say that I truly appreciate you, Granny. Thank you so much. You don't understand how much it means to me. Understandable respect, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Listen, somebody wants to get, I'm going to put the link in here, man. If somebody wants to click that link, Click that link, man. Come in here. Come in here. Let me see if I can help you in any way possible, man. Let me see if I can help you in any way possible. What's going on with Farmer? Is he fighting soon? Tep just fought recently. About a couple of weeks ago. No, not a couple weeks ago. Like a month ago. And he did good. He won. He won by knockout. I'm not training Tevin no more though. Me and Tevin are on good terms. He's still a friend. He actually just shot me a text message the other day. But he's still training and he's still gunning to win the title for the second time. He calls himself 2 times because he wants to win the title for 2 times, be a 2-time world champion. So hopefully it works out for him, man. We got Adam. Hey, Coach. Ads here from Australia. Love your content. Keep going, man. I appreciate that, man. And, of course, we got the one and only Fast Eddie showed up. Eddie.
Yeah. Yo, what up, man? Yo, Illinois.
You sound low.
Can you hear me?
You sound low, or is it just me? Go ahead.
Yo.
Yeah, you sound fine. I guess I just have to put my
Okay. Yeah, man. You got to get it right, man.
Yeah, man. So, Eddie, man.
What's good?
We still pushing. We're still pushing.
Yeah, we doing what we can, man.
Still pushing, man. You know what I mean? Yesterday, man, you know what's crazy? Yesterday, I was really enjoying that live stream, man. I was really enjoying that live stream, man, before we got cut off, man. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I know that shit.
Hey, somebody asked me a question, man. Is 76-inch a long reach?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, 76 inches, I want to say like 6'5" or 6'4", I think, wingspan. Maybe 6'6". I got a 77 or 76 inch reach, so yeah. Yeah, mine is like 6'5" or 6'6".
Yeah, I never really paid attention to that. I should, right? You would think as a coach I should, but I never really paid attention to that.
Yeah.
So typically, a person with a 76-inch reach, how tall are they?
I would say like 6'5", or I think it's like 6'5" or something like that. 6'6".
Yeah, look, everybody in here saying pause. We should have said pause. We were trying to stop saying pause so much. A lot of people say they were overusing pause, but I ain't gonna front. That was a time to say it. You know what I'm saying? That was a time to say it. He said he's only 5'10" with a 76-inch reach.
Who?
No.
Damn.
He's long, huh? Pause.
Pause. Yeah. Damn, that's 76 and a half. That's fucking reach. That's like a 6'5" or 6'6" wingspan. I'm telling you, that's a long arm reach. Fuck that. I gotta check what I'm saying. Me hoy. But gotta be careful, man. Gotta motherfucking be careful, nigga. You can't just say anything, you know what I mean?
And for the people who's in here, man, I'm pretty sure that everybody in here has my number. I left it on there, 215-709-5437. This is where I text people an update. It just shows the importance of keeping up outside of just one platform. A lot of people, they follow me on YouTube. That's the only place they follow me. A lot of people follow me on Instagram. That's the only place they follow me, and et cetera, et cetera. When you got my number, you signed up to any of my emails, you know what I mean? You'll get updated when things like what happened yesterday happen. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, I might do something special this week for the people who've been keeping up with us, the 9 people who's in here, 10 people, 11 people, those small groups. We got to figure something out to give back to them, Eddie, because I appreciate that loyalty. And it doesn't matter how many people's in here. We're going to make sure that the people who do pull up, man, we can provide as much value as we can, because you know, at the end of the day, man, it's about connecting with the people. And that's really what No Days Off November was about, trying to connect, give value. I'm glad that we did what we did the first week, where we did the live stream, the Q&As, the boxing clinics, and all the stuff at the gym. We were at least able to give a lot of value in the first week. Yes, we'll be knocked off for the rest of this week. And then next week, we can get back on track, you know what I'm saying, with the regular platform. And in the meantime, we do what we can up until then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we still holding it down. We still making sure we stay with the no days off. You know what I mean? We still in here. You know what I mean? Regardless of the craziness that we got to deal with, but you know.
Is Raymond fighting Odeback next? I believe that's a high level chess match, but I got Ford winning for sure. Yeah. Well, that's who's supposed to be their opponent. It's not signed yet. Regardless, Raymond's fighting for the world title. So for those people who are not sure who Raymond is, Raymond Ford is one of my fighters, and he is fighting for the vacant WBA world title, right? And he's supposed to be fighting Odebeck, who's a fantastic fighter as well. However, Odebeck's been having an issue with signing the contract. I don't know what he's dealing with. He's dealing with some personal stuff. We were supposed to fight in December. We were supposed to fight on the Devin Haney card, and the fight didn't happen because he didn't sign the contract. Now the belt went vacant. They already put Raymond guaranteed in line for the belt, and it's between Odebeck and the ranked number 3 guy. And if Odebeck don't sign it, then we'll probably fight the ranked number 3 guy. I'm not even sure what his name is, but Raymond's definitely fighting for the belt. Again, I don't know who the opponent is going to be. It still hasn't gotten signed. It will be in January.
Yeah, it must be some kind of promotional or managerial issues they got going on over there for that. I mean, unless he just don't want to, take a chance on this fight. I don't know. That's crazy.
Ray said there's ways around it. You got to pause the vid every 30 seconds and talk like 30 seconds to 1 minute in spaces. Then there's no strike. Yeah, man, I'm actually going to contact YouTube and tell them to send me a checklist because, I've gotten so much information from so many people. And I see a lot of people do film study, Eddie. Like if you go on YouTube right now, pull up film study, there's channels that have built their channel on film study, but they usually do like videos. Like the way we do our instructionals, they do videos. We went live, where it's kind of harder to manipulate the video. Like at least when you're doing a video, you can stop, put the camera on you or whatever. Maybe somehow get around it. But listen, I took a chance. I was trying my best. A lot of people really enjoyed the previous one that we did with Miguel Cotto and Floyd Mayweather. I got so much positive feedback. And I wanted to keep that going, man. And it was really cool interacting with the people, especially during the fight. Unfortunately, man, they shut it down. That's why you can't rely on one platform. You can't rely on one thing. You got to make sure you got multiple things. We're actually looking at Rumble now. I'm going to look at Rumble. I looked at Rumble yesterday. I set up an account. But Rumble, there's a lot of little technicalities when you become a creator with Rumble. So the way Rumble works is when you become a creator, they actually own the rights to your videos. And there's other options where they might not own the rights, but you might not get monetized. It's like a real complex thing. So you don't want to just jump into Rumble as a creator. You want to like understand it. So I'm doing my hours of research right now to really make sure I pick the right thing. But I'm definitely gonna get on Rumble. You guys already know I'm on Instagram. You guys know I'm on TikTok. You guys know I'm on YouTube. I mean, I'm not banned for life. I'll be back on my normal channel next week. But I need you guys to also make sure you guys grab my number, follow me on all platforms. So God forbid something happens and you guys want to stay connected. You know what I mean? Okay, Coach Hank got banned over here. We could find him over here. He got, you know what I'm saying? That's really how you got to do it nowadays, man. You got to have multiple streams of social, not multiple streams of income. You need that too, but you need multiple streams of freaking social. It's crazy.
It's true. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
You don't want them to have too much control over you.
No, 100. Do you have any advice on how to have a similar boxing style to Tommy Hearns? Go ahead, Eddie. Handle that.
Like boxing, a similar. I mean, look, Tommy Hearns was like real generous with the offense. Wasn't necessarily known to be much of a defensive guy. You know what I mean? Fought from range. good jab, hard right hand. You know what I mean? Like as far as advice for that, I mean, like it's difficult for me to say. Like I mean, you could obviously work on your jab. You know what I mean? Work on your jab. Footwork is another thing too that he was really obviously good with too. Keeping and able to keep range. Good thing with Tommy Hearns is he had a hard jab and a hard right hand. So the hard jab, like let them know, look, you gonna have to, you're not just gonna be able to break this range easily. And if you do, just know that this right hand and this right uppercut is also right behind it. So and you obviously train with Manuel Stewart, and Emmanuel Stewart, if you watch his fight, most of his fighters, of course he trains, the tall guys he trained, they typically all had that trait. Like if you look at Lennox Lewis, and I'm talking about heavyweights now, but if you look at Lennox Lewis and then you look at Vladimir, they all kind of had that similar type range style with good footwork and a solid jab. And if you got past the jab somehow, you had to deal with a lot of other shit to get inside there. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't think Tommy tied up that much though. I mean, I know he probably did sometime, but he was way more into the like instead of like tying up to keep range or doing the jab and grab, his shit was more offensive than anything. So like work on that, work on your range, working that solid jab, improve your jab as good as you possibly can, and perfect using that you make it perfect that timing with the right hand as they come in. I mean that's that's the only thing I can that's the only thing I can think of as far as like to try to develop a style like Tommy Hearns, so to speak. You know what I mean? He was a long rangey guy.
Understand, Noah. You have to understand, man. Tommy Hearns did his thing as a taller fighter should, with the fact that he, like Eddie said, he wasn't shy with punches. A lot of this boxing shit comes down to personality trait mixed with fundamentals. Okay, so let me just say that one more time. There's a personality trait with fundamentals. So he understood range. He understood distance. He understood how to fight as a tall, rangy fighter. However,
timing too.
Yeah, and that all comes from knowing how to box from the outside, right? Like the course we have. We have a course, Black Friday sale, shameless plug, teaches you how to box from range. Now, the flip side to him having the ideology, which is use his jab, time you with right hands, hit you with hooks from good range, he also had the natural dog in him, right? So now his personality helped him have that courage to go in there and mix it up. And that's something you really can't teach. That's something you kind of got to have. You know what I'm saying? So I think that boxing is a mixture of fundamentals and personality trait. They say it. If you're a naturally cautious person, you're going to fight cautious. If you're naturally an aggressive person, you're going to fight aggressive. Like, let's look at Mike Tyson, for instance. You've seen him outside the ring punching on people and getting mad and letting people know that he don't play that, right? Yeah. How did he fight? He fought the same exact way.
Very similar.
He fought very similar. Eddie Chambers, he's a very intelligent, intellectual person. You hear how he speaks. It's how he boxed. Eddie didn't go out there and fight recklessly. He was very intellectual, very intelligent, took his time, made the smart decisions. So people really underestimate how boxing brings out your true personality. A lot of people in boxing who are bullies, it gets shown in the boxing ring. You know what I mean? The tough guy who acts real tough. But as soon as he gets punched in the face, he ain't so tough no more. No. But if you ain't tough, he'll whoop your ass. But as soon as he bumps into somebody his own height, you'll see him fold up. You'll see that in boxing matches as well. And then you got the one guy who doesn't have the ability, but he got the heart of a lion. He gets his ass whooped and goes down swinging. You'll see that guy show himself too. So boxing is the truth. The boxing is going to bring the truth, the truth of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you can think you're going to do whatever you think you're going to do. What's going to happen is what's really going to happen when them punches start landing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
I know we went on that one for a minute because I always get those questions of how to fight like somebody else. The truth is, champ, you want to learn the fundamentals and be the best version of you. I say that all the time. You know what I mean? You don't really want to be like nobody. You want to be yourself. But you can want to get ideas if you could.
Right. you could take from guys like took a lot from like James Toney and Evander Holyfield, different fighters like that, and even lighter weight fighters and Roy Jones, different things that they've done, but by no means am I them. You know what I mean? I had to create my own destiny, my own greatness. Not that I'm great. I'm not saying I am, but I'm just saying I had to create my own lane.
I recommend Discord private channel creation. Yo, we're gonna talk. We're gonna get on a chat and we're gonna go over that because I know you're an expert when it comes to the Discords and stuff. So I'm definitely gonna set up. Listen, I'm not opposed to nothing no more, Eddie. Discord, Rumble, private Facebook communities, Instagram. Like, bro, I'm getting on. I'm going, man. Everything. Pinterest. I don't give a damn what it is. You're going to see Coach Anthony on a platform near you. All that did last week was let me know if I'm going to take this internet stuff serious, I have to have as many different ways for people to reach me as possible because all it takes is for a platform to shut you down. And then everything, and people who don't do this for a living don't quite care that much. But you got to understand, This is my livelihood. This is exactly how I make a living. So I need to make sure that I'm on here. Not only that, we got a mission. You know what I mean? Our mission is to teach boxing the right way. And, I got to make sure that I'm able to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Tim Tszyu fighting Charlo? Do you think we'll ever see that fight now of everything that's happened over the time? You know what? That's a really good question. I'm gonna be honest. I like Tim Tszyu a lot as a fighter.
Yeah.
I think that he's really good. I didn't think he looked great his last fight. I thought he looked okay his last fight, but the competition level definitely got higher. But Tim Tszyu is a good fighter, man. Have you seen him fight yet, Eddie?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, he's pretty good. I like him. I like that fight.
I think he's very talented. I think he should be able to beat Charlo, honestly.
Yeah, I mean that remains to be seen. I mean, but yeah, he's a good fighter. He's definitely good enough to challenge him, without a doubt.
Yeah, I think he could beat Charlo. I'm gonna be honest. I personally think he could beat Charlo. However, his last fight when he stepped up, he didn't look as great as he did in previous fights. So we all know everybody looks good. Listen, I can get in the ring right now with a beginner, and you'll be like, "Man, Coach Anthony looked like Floyd fucking Mayweather in there." Right or wrong, Eddie? But then
that's a fact.
But you put me in there with somebody who's young, sharp, hungry, whatever, I might not look all that great anymore. You know what I mean? So levels to this shit. You know what I mean? There's levels to this shit.
But I mean, just like anything else, man, doesn't mean just because once you step up, you look, I don't want to say regular. It's not necessarily regular. It's just the competition's high and they're pushing you in a different way. Maybe the style wasn't the best for you. There's all kinds of things that can happen.
That's true too, Eddie. That's good that you said that because styles do make fights, and just because you didn't look good in a fight, don't get it twisted. That don't mean you can't fight. You know what I'm saying? Tom Jones said Larry Holmes had a good jab. Yes, he did. Best jab, arguably ever. Arguably, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look at every fighter's jab, but he had a great jab. Hey, Coach Anthony, I want to work the heavy bag on the beach tomorrow. I usually throw haymakers or 1-2 slips. What do you recommend I work on the sand? Yeah, hitting the heavy bag on the sand is a different animal, man.
That's tough.
Kind of hard. I'm gonna be honest. I would keep everything very basic on the sand. If it was me, I'm just focusing on technique. You know what I mean? And just trying to like really hone in my technique with the sand, obviously making it a little bit discomfortable.
Harder,
But you're not going to be able to really like move around and move and groove the way you want to. And then swinging wild haymakers, I don't think I would focus on that. I think I would be more or less right here. Pop, pop, pop. You know what I mean? Nice and tight. And try to get a good right hand and try to turn my feet properly. And I would work on technique in the sand. That's how I would do it. What do you do, Eddie?
No, I agree. You're not able to use footwork the same way you would be able to use it on a regular surface. So if you try to add footwork and do things like that, that would make it harder. But then you don't want to risk like any injuries, twisting your ankle, any kind of thing can happen. You just got to be careful. So, yeah, if you want to put some hard shots together, I would say you can do it, but just nothing wild, nothing crazy. I wouldn't move all over the place. I think The nice, concise combination punching would be really, really good. Just saying. And you can work on, like you said, you can work on that technique, making sure your shots turn over real nice. And you could put, like I said, some power in it, but just make sure you do it within reason, not nothing crazy.
Yeah, facts. Another thing you could do too on the sand. My bad. I was just posting on Instagram. Another thing you could do on the sand too, Ray, is you can just stand it like, in position and just punch out. 1, 2, 1, 2,
Speed
1,
drill.
2. So you can get that cardio burn, you know what I'm saying? Especially with that heat, because he's in Miami. So, he's got that Miami sun hitting him. So he just be right there. Pop, 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 pop. You benefit greatly from heavy bag conditioning drills. Some of the drills on there, we did the non-stops and stuff like that. Matter of fact,
how about the burpee one?
Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to give, since the people here has been loyal, I'm going to go ahead and give them a glimpse. I'll give them a glimpse of heavy back conditioning drills. I can't get a strike for showing my own courses.
Nah, I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? But for those of you guys who know, you guys already know I got the Black Friday sale, guys. I'm keeping it going. I'm keeping it going because obviously I want everybody to have my stuff. We got the best deal right now on the internet. So Ray, I know you're still in here. We're going to go here. So you guys see, if you guys get the master box, or if you have the master boxing bundle, these are all the courses. Here goes the course that I'm recommending. Okay. And, you'll probably like this one with the sand, a punch burpee drill, Eddie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
punch
too.
Burpee drill. So check it out. Ray, you there? First, let me make sure Ray's there. Ray, just give me a thumbs up if you're still there. Give me a thumbs up if you're still there, Ray. Give me one of these, pal. All right, bet. So, yo, check it out. Now, don't mind my grill. Look at this, Eddie. This was in the middle of COVID. Look at my
I knew
grill.
you were going to say. Yeah.
I have zero shape up, bro. So, fun fact, I try to be a barber in the middle of COVID. Yeah. And this is what I look like, trying to be my own barber in the middle of COVID. I can't believe, well, we're going to have to redo this course.
No, fuck that.
Dog.
He's tripping. It wasn't that bad.
We're redoing the course,
This
bro.
one right here is a burner. This one right here is a barn burner. I don't even tell it like that. I don't know what else came in my head. But this one's a tough one. You're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw 4 straight punches, and we're gonna go in.
All right, Ray. So this is what I want you to do too. You can add this
with burpee. When we do the burpee, we do not have to do a push-up. You're just gonna go 4 punches, jump down, kick out, jump up. For those who don't know what a burpee is, can you just demonstrate a burpee after the 4 punches? Beautiful. That's it. Good. All right, I don't want to burn you out.
No, because I ain't even ready.
So, it's similar to a sprawl. This is a fantastic conditioning work,out. So let's go ahead and get started.
All right, Eddie, I put you to work here.
I need to get out the way that bad.
Beautiful.
Damn, man, this damn workout, just looking at it made me not want to do this shit.
Do this the whole damn. You see how he's slowing it down now?
Yeah, I slowed that shit down because I realized I got more time to do this.
All right. If he feels like he has to slow down, he slows down. If he feels like he can keep it fast, he keeps it fast. The goal is to go as fast as you can without hurting yourself. All right, without doing anything that's gonna risk injury, but you don't want to cheat yourself either.
Yo, look at the time, Eddie. You're only a minute in.
I know. That's crazy to even think that. And the thing is, when you get into a groove though with it, like when you've been doing stuff for a long time and you've been conditioned a lot, even if you're not in the best shape for those type of things, you can find ways to hustle through it. You know what I'm saying? Where you still, like, you see how much more time I'm taking in between the burpees and the punches. You know what I'm saying? Like I at the time I was thinking like, damn, I'm on camera. I can't be having these motherfuckers thinking I'm out of shape. So I got to keep going. It's not so much you out of shape. That drill right there is meant to wear you down. It ain't gonna be nothing. It's not something you could just say, "Oh, that's easy. I can keep doing it." No, you can't. I don't care who you are. It's gonna burn you down to some degree.
No, yeah, serious, man. Let's go ahead and let's watch you finish the
Working,
workout, man.
Eddie. We're 1 minute in, baby.
They ain't watching you, Eddie. I forgot about this.
See, look at that. Look at that. Got a nice little breath in between. Oh, no. I'm dead already. Look at me. 120. Nah, I ain't dead. Fuck that. I'm good. I'm good. This was this was like 3 years ago.
But remember though, Eddie, you did this whole course.
I did do that.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why.
So you were
That's my excuse.
already the fourth exercise. And for the people who get this, they could run this course in order like this, or they can just do one workout for 2 or 3 rounds, or even just one round at the end of their heavy bags. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was in combination when I was selling it as a bundle. I used to sell, listen, y'all, I used to sell a bundle, right? 50 combos to the head, 50 combos to the body, and 50 head body combinations. And this heavy bag conditioning drills, it was called the 150 killer combo package. Remember that, Eddie?
Yeah. I remember that.
I used to sell that for $300. Just those 4 courses. It was $400, right? I mean $300 for 4 courses, which is a hell of a deal. You're getting 4 courses for $300, including this one. I'm selling all 16 right now for $297, Eddie.
That's
all
crazy.
16.
That's fucking
Anybody who
crazy.
declines me on this offer is like telling me, yo, Coach Ant, your shit's garbage. You trying to get me? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm getting, a smack in the face, because it's crazy. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Working.
We gonna finish watching it.
Start looking where to land now. Wasn't worried about that at first.
You start getting slow down. You start looking behind you, make sure nobody's coming in the door.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I really needed that.
2 minutes in, baby. 1 minute.
You hear that 1 minute?
We bringing Eddie out of retirement right now in this video. There we go. Come on. Come on. Get it. Excellent straight punches. Punches are nice and straight. Good technique.
Punches, you never lost your technique on the punches, Eddie.
Yes, I hope not. As long as my old ass been doing this, I should be able to do it no problem.
30 seconds left, guys. 30 seconds left.
I like how I had to do a round like that. That's crazy.
Come on. 10 seconds. Come on, push, baby. End of the round. Don't let them steal it from you. Don't let them steal it from you.
Now, how many fucking rounds did I do?
There you go. And time. Beautiful work. Yeah. It's getting
How many
real
burpees
now,
was
guys.
that? God
Now,
damn.
for those of you guys who are in fantastic shape out there and breeze through that, the way you could actually make that challenging is the same way you kept count of the jabs. Keep count of your burpees. Write it down, log it somewhere, and every time you do this, you try to do more burpees or more 4-punch burpee combinations till you keep beating your own record. That's the way you make this more challenging, all right? But if you've never done this before, I know you're really, really feeling it, all right? So good work, guys. Let's move along.
Yeah, that was a good one, man.
Bet.
All about that one, man. That was a real good one.
I ain't forgot about it because I did it. And I had people do it. So I know that shit sucks.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. So yeah, man, heavy back conditioning drills is part of the Master Boxing Bundle for all the people who like the fitness aspect of stuff. You know what I mean? Out of all the courses, it's gonna be in there. It's gonna be in there. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Like I said, I used to sell 50 to the head, 50 to the body, 50 head combination with this one right here, which was this one. Those four for $300, and I did that for Black Friday. For the record, that was two Black Fridays ago. Last year, I did $497 for everything. The year prior to that, I think I was selling for Black Friday. I think I was doing 50% off. It came out to like, I don't know, because I had less courses, so it was like somewhere like $997 or something like that. But I was also selling mini bundles.
Wait, so wait, that right there, what we did was what? How many years ago you said that was? 2 years ago?
This
was sure?
This was 2020. This was 2020, right before I closed the gym. Because as you can see, the gym was already like empty. Like, look at the
I was about to say, you said 2 years ago. I'm like 2 years ago.
We did this like 2 weeks before the gym got completely shut down. Remember, I was saying, yo, we got to make a course before they shut the gym down, before I closed my gym. So we went ahead and we did this course, you know what I'm saying? Even though the gym was kind of like already empty, we kept that stuff in there, remember?
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, damn, that was 2020. That's crazy.
That was 2020, in the midst of the pandemic. That's why my beard was like that, bro. There was no barbers cutting hair.
Yeah, that's why, you know what? One thing was good for me, though, was that I do my own beard, even though it's kind of like it ain't the greatest all the time and you make mistakes, but I'd rather at least try. You know what I mean?
No. Now I know how to do this.
Yeah, so it's easy now.
I learned how to do this, but prior to COVID, at that video, you can see I was just trying, and then like I
was trying shit.
No, what happened was I had to shave everything off. So when you look at that particular video, it was just starting to grow back because I had it was all crooked and stuff. So I shaved it off. I looked like crazy, bro. COVID was a crazy time. But I learned over the last 2 years. Now I can take a straight razor. I go like this, and now I'm shaping up my beard. Look how clean my beard is. I didn't do this myself, but I redid it. So I went to the barber.
Yeah.
Now I don't gotta go to the barber so quick. I can actually keep it clean for a couple of weeks.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I do the same shit. You know, get your own clippers, your own razors, and all that, man. Just handle that shit yourself.
Yeah, facts. He said, Eddie, you went in, way to dig deep and finish strong.
Yeah, thank you. I needed some extra energy there because that shit wasn't easy, bro.
Tom Jones, Coach, do you have videos on how to block or defend against a sucker punch and against multiple punches to the face? Do you have any good videos I recommend on that? Yeah, I actually do. Matter of fact,
we did one.
Yeah, I'm scared. Can I get flagged for showing one of my own YouTube videos?
I guess if you already, can you even get on? I wouldn't even try it right now.
Go to my YouTube channel because I'm on a different YouTube channel. I wonder if I can get flagged for that.
I don't see how.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do though. Hold on, I got you, champ. Look, since my people, man, they looking out how not watch this, bro. To get sucker punch Coach Anthony. I got you, Tom. Hold on. Yo, you still in there, right? Yo, Tom. There you go. I just sent the link in the chat right there. For anybody who wants to see how not to get sucker punched, click that link. Me and Eddie actually did a YouTube video for that. You see, I ain't trying to sell you nothing. Right there. Free video.
I remember.
Man. Free video.
I remember that.
We made it. Look, let me go ahead and add. Let me go ahead and take this out. Let me go ahead and present again. That's the video right there. How to never get sucker punched in a street fight. Literally what my guy Tom was asking for. So the video's right there. I'm not even going to play it. Y'all see the video. I just went ahead and put the, you know what I'm saying? Only flags you from publishing rights, usually media outlets. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I could do it because it's my own channel and I'm not going to rat on myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to
I'm gonna tell on my damn self. No, I don't even think you're gonna do that.
Let me ask
You
somebody.
straight.
I do believe Ray's right though. All right, whatever. So yeah, y'all, that's the video right there. I just put the link in there. You can watch it later on your free time. But yeah, we definitely made a couple of videos. We made a street fight video too. Remember, Ray? I mean,
Then we do it outside too.
We did it outside. Yep. So I got some street fight videos, all that. Let's see. Just curious if you guys had to pick, who do you feel from different areas the split Philly shell, aka the shoulder roll, the best? Georgie Benton, James Tony, Floyd Sr., and Jr., to name a few.
You already know what I'm gonna say. You already know what I'm gonna say.
I know what Eddie's gonna say. I mean, look, Georgie Benton is the one who really made it popular right back in the day. Georgie Benton's the teacher. He's the educator. He became a great trainer. He actually trained Pernell Whitaker as well. Did he train James Tony for a bit?
I don't know. I think Bill Miller was James' guy. Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
But Georgie Benton are fantastic at it. James Tony, fantastic at it.
Wow.
I think the difference between James Tony and Floyd Mayweather was that Floyd Mayweather used more footwork than James Tony.
And he got hit less.
Yeah, he got hit less. But it's because he utilized footwork. James Tony stood right in the pocket at least as he got. Actually, no, even when he was younger, James Tony kind of stood in the pocket with you and rumbled with you a little bit more than Floyd. Floyd kind of got his shots off and got up out of there, and James Tony kind of stood in the paint. So who used the shoulder roll the best? It just depends, man. It just depends. I mean, I think James Tony was the more crafty with it, but who used it better? I don't know if he's better than Floyd, only because Floyd didn't get hit much. And the purpose of the shoulder roll is to not get hit. And James Tony, though craftier, not sure if he was better with it because he you know what I'm saying? What do you think, Eddie?
Well, in a defensive posture, he wasn't better. I think he was better offensively with it. I think he utilized, not only just the shoulder roll, but different parts of his body to drop, all things more so for offensive opportunity. I think that is really what separates him from the pack. As far as if I'm gonna say James is better, I think his created so many more offensive opportunities. And crazy thing is, James sometimes would switch stances and would shoulder roll from even almost like shoulder roll even from a southpaw stance. Sometimes it was just crazy how he, some of the things he did. And I just think that as a whole, his style was based around that kind of thing, like having his hands, like close to his chest or low so he can see more and react to punches, utilizing more than just his hands and his arms for defense. He utilized his shoulders and his back, the upper part of his back, even his head. Sometimes it seemed like he used for defense. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? So he was. I think he was just more. I think a little craftier, like you said. I agree, a little craftier with it, but I think more so for offense. If you're talking about a guy who did it and utilized it for defensive benefit mainly. And don't get me wrong, he had some offensive opportunities from it too, but Floyd definitely, as far as not getting hit, was I don't say much better, but he was better at it for that particular reason. Like he sometimes would do it just to, avoid a shot and not necessarily get caught. And James would do it mainly so he could find offensive opportunities afterwards. So, one end of the blade. I think on one
I
side
guess
is
you could say, yeah, I
Floyd.
guess you could say is what do you like better?
What do I like? You know what I'm gonna say.
You
Even though
like
I'm a defensive guy, you know what I'm gonna say because I like how smooth and slick and how many different things he did with the shoulder roll defense, with the Philly shell. James did, but if I'm gonna say who I thought was better defensively, I'm gonna say Floyd because he didn't take as many punches.
yeah, let me God. Yo, bro. Yo, will I get flagged for watching one of my own videos, like an instructional video on my other YouTube channel? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. All right, all right. I'm streaming now. Yeah. All right. I like using the shoulder roll. Yeah, man. I mean, the shoulder roll is a fantastic tool if you know how to use it. YouTube bugging. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just paranoid now. I'm just a little extra paranoid, man.
And rightfully so. They trying to take you take the livelihood out on some bull crap. Like I understand. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm definitely being real careful with what I do on YouTube nowadays. So I gotta be real careful, man, because I love giving you guys value. I love posting the videos. So we got to make
Yeah.
sure we keep it good, man. Yo,
Enjoyable.
not a bad stream considering what
Yeah.
happened yesterday. Still 16 people in here right now. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
So guys, man, we're gonna keep No Days Off November going. If you guys got a few more questions, we'll be here for a few more minutes. It's 52 minutes in. We could finish at an hour even. Keep the questions coming. We got Fast Eddie Chambers here. Pick his brain while he's here. And make sure you guys take my number, man. 215-709-5437. I don't know how many of you guys actually came from my number, but however, if you don't have it, text me, because if there's an issue and you can't get a hold of me on social media, you can get a hold of me right there through text. We appreciate you, Noah. So it was for James Toney fight that they flagged you for. Nah, they flagged me for a fight that I did yesterday. We were reviewing De Los Santos, Shakur Stevenson's opponent. And it was
Yep.
at the part of like some of the funnest parts of the fight. I didn't even get to finish the
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
man,
kinda
it
sucked.
sucked, man. It sucked, man, because we were having a good time. We was having a good time. We were just enjoying the fight. And next thing you know, gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, gone. But listen, this is more reason why you guys want to go ahead, grab the courses, join the private community. Because if I can't do those film studies on YouTube, I can still do them on private communities
Yeah.
and things of that nature. And that's something that we're going to be doing in our private community. You feel what I'm saying? Was it a PBC fight? Yup, it was a PBC fight. PBC fight. Yup.
Yep.
They got my ass. They don't play that.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, they got me. They got me good, man. They got me good. So yeah, man. If you guys have anything else, man, let us know. If not, we're gonna chalk it up, man. And I'm actually surprised, man. Not too bad.
Huh?
What are the chances for Eddie going for another title shot?
It's a good question. Uh, I don't know if that. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I mean, there's opportunity out there. A couple things I'm looking at. I'm always trying to stay in some kind of shape. You never know you're gonna get a call that comes out of nowhere, but you know, boxing has been good to me for the amount of time I spent in it. Don't get me wrong. There's been a lot of bad that has happened within it, but I'm okay with where I'm at now. I would definitely like to, if it would be possible for me to get another opportunity like that and be, well prepared for it. That would be optimal. So, yeah, man. If there's some things in the works, I may fight again soon, but I'm not sure how far I'm, really planning on going with it because boxing is it's a fickle game, man. It's like, what have you done for me lately? And if you ain't done nothing enough, worthwhile lately, and you don't seem like you're gonna be anything special over for that next fight, ain't nobody gonna care or pay attention to you. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all breaking that down. I think it's important to know that it was more offensive or defensive. I think all of them are good, study and display differently. Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cold. But Eddie, who hit you the hardest?
It hurt me the hardest. Hardest I ever been hit?
Yeah.
All right, that's a two. All right. When I was, Shannon Briggs, I think, I mean, I've been in with some hard hitting dudes, but I think the one that should have stood out the most was Shannon because we was wearing 18s. And that motherfucker hit me and he made me go crazy. I mean, not crazy, like it was a control crazy, but I turned that shit up to 1,000 on him because I thought he was trying to kill me. You know what I mean? But then there was another dude, and I forgot about this guy because when you get to a certain point. But I fought this guy in the amateurs, and I sparred him later on when I was a pro. Like it's crazy that he didn't look like much, or it wasn't nothing that you would really expect. But this motherfucker hit like a ton of bricks, man. I swear. His name was Jeremy Stoff, right? He's from Reading. He was with he was with Marshall's guys. Travis Kaufman's dad, his trainer. He was with them. He hit hard as shit. For a little skinny, like cruiserweight dude, he was cracking. And I remember I sparred him. And like when I fought him, the time I fought him in the amateurs, I couldn't understand why he was hitting me, and I was like, damn, that shit hurt. Why does this motherfucker hit me and that shit hurt like that? Like it's just I just didn't expect it to be. And then I sparred him later, and I was like, man, this motherfucker still hit like that. But I could outskill him and outbox him. He punched hard in a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. He's one of the harder punchers that I've been in the ring with too.
And what was his name?
Jeremy Stauffer.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah. He's not really well known. But this is what I'm saying. It don't matter, man. Power is, some people are just gifted with it. Don't mean that they're going to be great fighters or that they are great fighters. I mean, he was a good guy. He beat me in fucking the regionals back when I was an amateur, and it was close, really close fight, but still. And then I sparred him later, and I was on the ascent. I was, moving up, and this motherfucker still. And Marshall brought him up there. I was like, man, this motherfucker still hit hard in the motherfucker. I was like, God damn! It was a surprise. Because I've been in there with guys who were, thought of as punchers, and I never really got that much from them. You know what I'm saying? Like they punch hard. Like some of them punch hard. Like I've been in there with like Terrence Lewis and Gerald Nobles, and these are all names y'all don't remember. And all these dudes punch real hard. But it was like dudes like that dude that stood out because it was just like he doesn't look like he can pack that kind of punch. But he did. It's crazy.
Eddie, would you fight a YouTuber? And if so, who?
Absolutely. Fucking right. Absolutely.
Yeah, who?
Absolutely.
Who would you want to fight?
One that's gonna make me the most money. the most famous one, if you can find one. If Jake Paul wants something, like, look, the only thing I would say is it has to be an exhibition because I'm not risking my fucking record on no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not because I think I'm a little bigger than that. But I honestly would.
I don't know, man. I think if they wanted you to put that on your record, I'd fucking take that if the money's right.
Well, but like I said, the money would have to be like extra right because it's like, I don't get me wrong, like if they offered me a fight with a big name fighter and they offered me like 500,000, that's great, that's cool. But if they get me with like a Jake Paul and I'm making 5 million, of course, because I'm taking my record. I'm taking my record into consideration with the fighter for the 500K. So absolutely, if I'm going to be in there fighting Jake Paul and I'm going to make I'm going to make a mil or M, I'm good with that. So yeah, I do agree if it's going to be that. But I mean, most likely, I'm thinking if I get into with a YouTuber, it's not going to be that much. It's not going to be that crazy. At least I don't think so. I think a lot of that has to do with my popularity as well as theirs.
I mean, if you was to fight a YouTuber, bro, honestly, we would put together a training camp like you're getting ready to fight fucking for the world title. Because you're going to go out there and make an example out of one of them fucking YouTubers. We're not going to do what everybody else does and go tooth and nail with them. Like, you got to go out there and beat their motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So even if your record is on the line, it don't even matter. You coming ready to fight. You know what I mean? A lot of guys will a lot of these guys will fight these YouTubers and automatically underestimate. And, then the next thing you know, they're going 8 rounds with these guys. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, come on, bro. Like, we're not doing that.
That's true.
You know what I mean? We gotta go in there and really go in there to win. So therefore people can see the difference.
Yeah, we gotta show who's class and who's not.
How much money do you actually walk away with if they offer you $1 million from the fighter's perspective?
That's a good question, and it all depends on your management, your promotion. What the deal is. I got a lot of information on this because I had to go through it. It depends on the percentage of what you're offering. Like, say for example, I don't know. You got a promoter, and the promoters, promoter and manager obviously have to do the dealings. The manager, deals with the promoter. So if your manager wants 35%. If your manager wants 35%, then that means that million, 35% of that, which is what 350K, is going to him. You know what I mean? If we ain't talking about tax and all other shit. So and then you gotta figure out what the deal the promoter wants on top of that, which is part of the problem that I had, is that my manager and my promoter had a significant percentage. So I walked away with what they should have probably walked away with. It should have been flipped. So in my situation, I was supposed to be 1.5 million. It turned out to be, let's just say, a lot less than that. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot less than what I should have walked away with. In most cases, I would say, if you're getting 1.5 or whatever, 1.6 million, you should walk away with over $1 million. You know what I mean? And it all depends upon what deal you have with your promoter, like I said, with your promoter or your manager. And man, listen, some people like you like I was fighting a killer. I was fighting a Hall of Fame.
I don't know about that, Eddie, because if you got a manager and your manager's getting 33 1/3, that's 33 1/3% right there from 1.5.
Yeah.
Then you got to give your team, your coach, 10%. So now you're at 43. That's already almost 50% of your money. So that would be
right.
Around $700,000, and then you still got to pay tax.
No. I was saying if you got $1 million. I didn't even say 1.5, but if I was saying if you got $1 million, and your manager wants 30, let's say 35%, that's 350 right there that he's taking off the top.
So if you're making $1 million as a fighter, you might walk away with 200.
But
I'm tripping. If you make $1 million and they take 350, that leaves you with what, 7?
That's 650.
650. You give your coach 100. You give your coach 100. So now you're at 550. Then
then you got taxes.
You got miscellaneous motherfuckers. So let's just say you're at 500. Then you got taxes, which is 40% basically of $1 million. So 40% of $1 million, that's 600 grand. Then you gave your management 350.
Nah. Well,
right?
let me think. Well, I think how it's
hold on. If you gave your management 350, you don't got to pay the taxes on the management.
Right.
Okay.
You don't pay taxes on the. I don't think you pay taxes on it like that. So I think they all pay their own taxes, and that's where.
Make a long story short, you need more than $1 million to make some real fucking money. Make a long story.
Well,
you need to fight for a couple of million a couple of times to really set yourself up like for a lifetime. You know what I mean? But like if you fight for one,
that's a fact.
Once,
yeah,
you
that's
ain't.
tough.
You made
I could tell you.
Dollars. Don't get me wrong. You made a couple dollars, but you ain't like set for the next 50 years or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Well, you could be. It all depends on what you do with that money. But I'll tell you this. I'll say this. You got to have your situation and an umbrella set up to where you are benefiting the most. Your management situation, if you say, okay, my guy is doing like, in my case, my guy was the trainer and the manager. All right, you give him a certain percentage, but you got to make sure that this percentage is worthwhile to you. You can't just take something that somebody else gives you. It has to be you. You got to sit down with somebody who understands it, who's a lawyer, who knows what how these things go, and preferably a lawyer that deals with boxing too. It's got to benefit you. A lot of times these, and this is something I dealt with. I went into it, figuring, oh, we family, that's my people, blah blah blah, we cool, and that's how it's gonna be. I mean, I got to take care of them, and they gonna take care of me, type shit. And don't get me wrong. To a degree, that's what you want to do, and that's how you want to look at it. That's a fantasy. That's not real. Most of these guys are looking to line their pockets and make sure that their families are okay. And you should be doing the same. If you're getting in there risking your life with some of these giants and these killers and these other dudes, these guys that can literally hit you with one shot and end your life, you better make sure that you're going to be compensated for that. And listen, if you say something, they got to listen, because you the fighter. At the end of the day, if you don't do it, then they're screwed, especially if they only got one act, which would be you. So my advice would be to anyone going forward, whoever's going to be dealing with these guys, make sure you understand your worth, know your worth. Now, don't price yourself out, but at the same time, do not allow these guys to bully you into doing something that really isn't worth it for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I wish that I would have known back then, and didn't just agree to shit just because I thought that that's all I could, that's all I could do. You know what I mean? It's just,
I'm sure for a fighter for the first time, when they hear $1 million, their eyes are like, $1 million. Not really taking into consideration how much you're actually going to keep of the $1 million.
Bro, I was supposed to talk about, they was talking about 1.5. When I got my check and I saw what the check was going to be, the mock check, that shit said 980. I'm like, wait, what happened to the 0.5? That shit gone? Oh, well, this guy got to get this and that. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, hold up, man. We ain't talk about it like this. This wasn't explained to me. I'm like, oh, I'm going over here doing it. And then you get to talking and you get, it's not, you ain't making no money when you win a title. The money's made for defending it. And I get all that. And that's true to a degree. But I'm not going over there risking my life and limb, and I don't even like flying, but I don't like none of that shit. And I'm going over there. And don't get me wrong, I wanted to be great. So you got to dare to be great, but to do it and not get what you deserve, it's rough, man. It's really rough. So, make sure you dot them I's and cross them fucking T's. Don't allow somebody to take you for a fool.
That's a fact. On that note, guys, we're about to get up out of here. I want to say thank you to everybody who pulled up. Man, I truly appreciate the support, considering that we got locked out of our YouTube channel for the next week. I promise you next week we're going to have some really cool stuff lined up, but we will still be going live every single day. Also, please, guys, if you guys find value in what we're doing, man, take advantage of the Black Friday sale, man. Seriously, man. It'll never be this cheap again, man. And I want to say thank you one more time. Peace.
What's going on? It's your boy Coach Anthony, and of course none other than world-class professional Fast Eddie Chambers. And I want to give you guys the biggest opportunity to grab my courses for the biggest sales event that I've ever done. Many of you may know that I've been selling courses for many years now, and I've sold them for as high as $300 a pop. I got 16 courses that teach you everything from the beginning stages of boxing, defense, counterpunches, angles, how to fight on the inside, how to fight on the outside, 150 different combinations that you can throw, the shoulder roll, Philly shell defense, how to shadow box, conditioning. I've done it all, and now I want to give it to you guys at the best deal that I've ever given it. Last year, I went ahead and did 90% off, but guess what? For the people who act now, who act before Black Friday, I want to give you an early bird special. So you can go ahead and you can get all 16 courses for only $297. That's right, only $297. Now, that's only for the first 10 people who act. Now, don't worry, if you're not part of that first 10 people, you're still going to get a Black Friday sale. You're just not going to get it for $297, okay? So go ahead, act now, because 10 is real easy to sell. And I'm going to sell those quick. And if you're seeing this commercial, that means the sale is still active. So you already know, guys, go to CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. Boxing Life.